Hi Danny, nice to meet you. My name's Georgia and I'm going to be your counsellor for today. And just so you know, this session is being recorded, so do you consent to that?
Yeah.
And thank you for signing the consent form today. And have you been to counselling before?
I have, but nothing too extreme.
Okay, so I'm just going to go over an important part of counselling, which is confidentiality. So there's 3 situations in which I may have to talk about you with someone else, while what most we say is private. In these 3 situations I will have to talk to someone. So the first situation is if you or someone else is at risk of harm or you have been previously harmed. I just have to disclose that to someone just to make sure you or that person is safe. The second situation is if my notes are subpoenaed for a case that goes before the court. And the third situation is if I take unidentified cases to a supervisor, just to make sure I'm maintaining a high level of counselling for my clients. And yeah, like I said, most of what we talk about is private and you do always have control of what we talk about. And if at all it is necessary that you get further support, we can have a conversation about the safest way to work towards that for you. Did you have any questions or concerns?
No, that sounds good. Thank you.
Great. So what brings you here today?
Well, I've worked for a company for 4 years now, and I've recently been made redundant.
Okay.
So I've had to look for jobs, and it's been about 3 months where I sort of lost hope in pursuing a career, and so I settled for a job at a service station. I think all of that's just been, a really stressful time financially and mentally.
I'm really sorry you're going through that. It sounds like you're really going through a stressful time at the moment.
Yeah, well, it's sort of made me have to postpone plans that I had. My partner and I made plans to have kids, in the near future, and that's had to be postponed. And then we also bought a house 2 years ago, so it's just sort of added to the financial stress of everything.
Yeah, it sounds like it's quite difficult for you to talk about.
Yeah, it's just really taking a toll. Even the job being at the service station is not what I wanted to do, and the nature of the work's making me quite anxious. I'm not sleeping as well, and I'm starting to argue with my partner a lot more. I'm having really bad dreams, and yeah, just everything with my partner's getting really, it's starting to deteriorate our relationship.
Yeah, it sounds very overwhelming. It sounds like you're not very hopeful at the moment, that nothing in your life is sort of aligning to what you hoped it would be, your finances, your relationship with your wife, your job.
Yeah, that's how I feel. It's all sort of, it's all just sort of breaking down. And there's just, so much going on.
Yeah. And after hearing all that, I'm just curious what you'd like to focus on in this session today or even our future sessions.
I think for me, because my relationship is so important to me, that's why I'm working, that's why we made plans to have kids, and that's why we bought a house. I think, if that's not going well, I can't really be motivated for anything else, let alone have to fight all the problems with it. So I think that would be my main focus, is just trying to navigate that and talk through that with someone.
Yeah, I can definitely work on that with you.